everybody, this is the thejonnymar, and I am continuing with Stardew Valley. So we have a lot to do in this particular episode. We have some spirits that are in good nature. We have a brand new recipe that we can learn, which is stir fry. I do like stir fry. That's a good meal to have every once in a while. Not that we have a kitchen to actually be able to cook it, but that's certainly nice. And then tomorrow, it's going to be a sunny day. Hello there, Clint. What's up? Yes, we did. We've been spending a little bit of time in the mines. I'll need a furnace, huh? And are you going to help us create a furnace? You do have a set of blueprints. Nice. They are massive. We learned how to create a furnace. It is a very key item in this game for a lot of the crafting you're going to be doing. Yes, yes. I know. Plug your business. We will take advantage of it. Take it easy yourself. So we do need to create a furnace, and we have to start changing our ore into bars. There are two main things we want to do with that. We want to be able to upgrade our watering can as soon as possible, once we get a rainy day. And then we also want a couple copper ores in order to be able to make a tapper. So now we have a furnace. And we're going to start changing over our ore to bars today, as we are also harvesting and watering our crops. So let's see here. We have 28 copper ore. So let's drop our furnace down. You need 1 coal for every bar you're going to make. We'll grab our parsnips here and a potato. And we'll see what this letter is. It's from Marlin. If we can slay 10 slimes, we will be able to enter the Adventurers Guild. Well, we'll get there. We have a lot of slimes in our future as we're exploring the mines. But we also have a lot of watering to do. So copper bars take, I think, about 30 minutes in-game time. So while we're watering, I'm also going to be converting these to copper bars. Alright. So we did all of our watering. And I got all of my copper converted to bars. We have 1 left currently going while we head out on the town, so to speak, and explore what's going on around the valley. It is Sunday, which means the traveling merchant is going to be back in town. We might as well say hi and see if he has anything of note. He's got blueberry seeds. Those are nice. They're actually one of the better seeds to get for summer. But it's not summer, so we can't use them yet. And garlic seeds are nice too. But again, we're focusing on maximum profits. Looks like we got lots of forage to pick up today. We got some extra items here, some dandelions. We're not going to be cooking with those, but we will use them as gifts. Because there's a few people we can give them to. Like Marnie. So Marnie actually is neutral to dandelions. So they work as an okay gift. So you can check on each of the characters to see gifts that you've given them to see whether they like them or not. And it's a normal gift for her. Hello, Lewis. Wow, you've been mayor for 20 years, and I believe today is your birthday. So what would you like for your birthday? Would you like a potato? Oh, you like potatoes. Yeah, generally he likes a lot of stuff you can grow on the farm. But we did get him up to a heart now, in terms of his affinity. You do get a lot more affinity boost for a gift on birthdays. Especially if it's a liked or loved gift. So let's sell off these parsnips. We also want to see if we can talk to Caroline. We got to work our relationship with her up a little bit as well. I think she likes to hang out up here by the community center on Sundays. But it doesn't seem like she's there right now. So instead we're going to focus on seeing if there's any forage up here. Like some more daffodils. Always worthwhile. Since they are a liked gift for Haley. Which means it's time, since it's a new week, for another terrible pickup line. Yeah, you do seem kind of different, and we don't really know your parents. Haley, are you a banana? Because you are very appealing to me. And that has been your terrible pickup line for this episode. Alright. So we have a few more things to do. I went back to the farm, and I grabbed a few things to take to Clint's so that we can start breaking open some of these geodes. And also have a few things to hand in to the museum. We just made it to Clint's. I think he closes at 4. It's either 4 or 5. But I think it's 4. So we got some granite. Some more copper ore. Jamborite. Another jamborite. And more copper ore. Alright, well, we don't need 2 of that mineral. So we'll sell one back to him. We don't want to give him the granite. I do have work to do. So let's head over to the museum. So we do need 5 items to hand in to the museum in order to get our first reward, which Gunther is going to tell us about in this cutscene. Abysmal. Yeah, you have nothing in here. You're completely slacking in your duties. You think you would want to head out and see if you could find stuff. But I guess maybe you're just lazy. You're just waiting for a random person to come along and give them to you via donation. But he's happy to see whatever item it is that we've decided to give him. The granite, I suppose. It's very old. It is ours. We'll take money for it. Any money at all. Or I suppose we could donate it, and then maybe, out of the goodness of your heart, you will give us stuff in return when we reach certain milestones. Because this is a game. So we do want 5 items to donate as soon as possible, because that'll get us to our first reward, as I mentioned. And the first reward is seeds that we can plant during the spring here. And the seeds actually take quite a while to grow, so we want to get them in the ground as soon as possible. So we have 4 items, so we'll need 1 more in order to meet that requirement. Now, I don't know how many total things there are that you can actually donate. I know on the PlayStation version, when I played it, I did finish off the museum. I want to say maybe it's close to 100 items, like around 95 or so. So there's a lot that you can find in the mines, as well as through the digging spots that pop up with the wiggly worms. And And then after you donate stuff, you'll get a little bit of money for this initial donation. You can check out the items to get a little bit more of a description about what they are. And then some of these items, again, now that we've donated them, we're just going to sell because they're not really worthwhile to keep if we find them again. But some of them, like the quartz and the earth crystal, we're actually going to use in crafting. So we do want lots of those for the future. But we do need one more item. So where could we find one? Well, maybe there just happens to be one on the beach. Look at this. We found another item, a starfish, Gunther. Who knew? Here you go. And we get a reward. What's our reward? Cauliflower. A spring crop that takes 12 days to mature. So yes, we want to get those into the ground. A dried starfish. It is pretty pristine. Alright, well now we gotta move on. We have a few more things to do today, including planting these seeds. And we found Caroline. Well, I'm happy you're thinking positively. Would you like a flower? Yes, she really likes flowers. Specific flowers, like the daffodil. Similar to Marnie, we want to get her up to 2 hearts as quickly as possible. So now we got to make another row here to put our cauliflower seeds into. And then I think we can actually finish off the row with a few wild seeds. But our field is getting pretty large here. It's going to take up probably about 80% of our energy each day just to water our field. It's getting a little overwhelming. But it is what it is. We have money to make. So let's throw those last 2 wild seeds into the ground and then we'll call it a day. Maybe we'll do a little bit more chopping since we have a little bit of energy. But it's been a fairly productive start to our new week. I'm happy. Alright, did a little bit of chopping. Got a few more seeds. I think that's good enough for a day here in the valley. So let's head to bed. Much earlier than I typically get to bed in real life. Alright, level 2 farming. Sprinkler. That's the basic level sprinkler. And, importantly, a tapper, which allows us to get certain products from trees. And we want a specific product that we're going to use to convert into more income. But unfortunately, we need a lot of wood to make tappers and copper bars. And we don't have a lot of wood currently. But we can chop down a few trees in order to get a little bit more. Sunny days. I guess that's nice. But it does mean a lot more work on our part for watering. Another tip. They also let farmers contain their livestock. Yeah, we don't use fences too much. Not this route. When I'm taking care of animals, I do use a lot more fencing. But when I'm doing cash cropping, I don't find it to be that useful. So we have quite a few parsnips to pick up today. And I'm going to start using a new product today on our field, and that is fertilizer. So if you grab sap, you can actually convert it to fertilizer. And fertilizer will increase the chances of getting higher quality crops like silver and gold. So we're going to try to put that down on most of the spots in our field here. And then tomorrow I think we should have a major harvest of a lot of parsnips. So then we'll be putting down a lot more fertilizer. But alright, we have a lot of watering to do today, now that we have those seeds in the ground. So perhaps that'll be our moment of mindfulness. And that has been your moment of mindfulness. Alright. So for a tapper, we need wood and we need copper bars. So we don't have a ton of wood, so we're going to have to chop down a few more trees. And then we will convert 2 of our copper bars into a tapper as well. We want to throw this tapper that we're going to be making onto a maple tree. So there are 3 different products you can get. You can get oak resin from oak trees. You can get pine sap or pine tar from pine trees. And then you can get maple syrup from maple trees. The oak resin can be converted into a few things, including kegs, but you do need a high farming level to use that. The maple syrup is what we're interested in because that can be converted into bee houses. So that is what we are most interested in. So now that we have that on our tree, we'll wait to get some maple syrup. It takes about 4 days, I believe. Maybe a little bit longer. And we're going to try to make as many bee houses as we can. And I do want to show off the western side of my farm. There's a mysterious little shrine over here with a letter from Grandpa that apparently he left at some point. So he will come back and evaluate your progress at the end of your 3rd year. And then depending on how you did in terms of your affinity level with all the characters in town, the progress of your farm, so on and so forth, he will give you a gift. So I guess that's seen kind of as the end point of the game, although you certainly can continue beyond that. Marnie, where are you? I have a weed for you. There you are. Yeah, I'm not going to be raising animals, but here's a gift. And since it's Monday, Haley is going to be down here taking pictures. Yeah, she's too involved with her camera. Well, what if I stand right in front of her? It doesn't matter. But you might have noticed that there is forage that sometimes spawns on the western side of the forest farm. And so it's nice to go over there every once in a while and see if anything spawns. I think it can actually spawn anywhere on the farm, but it does seem to spawn more often on the west side. And there's Elliot. Hello, Elliot. And there should be a little bit more of stuff to get here on the beach. Let's see if we can find any forage over here, hiding behind stuff. And interestingly, coral is actually a neutral gift for a lot of people, including Caroline. So you can actually give it as a gift, and it works okay. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed your coral. Not sure what you're going to do with it. And Harvey wants a topaz. That's kind of a tall order, Harvey. I don't think so. How are you, Abby? Or Abigail, I suppose. I don't know if you go by Abby. I know your mom calls you Abby. Pam's having another hangover. And Sam just says hey. But we need a few more seeds. Alright. Keep at it, Shane. Not a lot of seeds. And then we do have a lot of forage to pick up as well. The daffodils have restocked, including some silver quality ones, which is certainly awesome. We're going to use those on Haley to get her affinity up as quickly as possible. And we found a few leeks. Linus likes leeks and a lot of the forage. He's similar to Lay on that respect. We'll grab this other one and head back to the farm. Alright, so we have a few seeds to plant. We'll do a little bit more chopping, and then we'll call it a night. And so we are done with Monday. Tomorrow we should have a massive harvest day. And we got a good bit of money today, almost $700. Or gold. Monies. But let's see what day 9 brings us in the valley. Rain? Rain? No. Clear again. It seems like, I don't know if this is intentionally programmed into the game, as we have a ton of parsnips to pick up. But you get a few rainy days early on, and then in spring, for me, and it almost seems like for the rest of the month, you get nothing but sunny days. I'm sure there's a chance for rain, but it's always hard, seemingly when I play this game, to find a time to upgrade the watering can until the end of the month. Now, if you get a rainy day, and provided there isn't a holiday that interferes with it, because it takes 3 days to upgrade a tool, then I want to upgrade the watering can as quickly as possible, but usually I have to end up doing it at the end of the month. But we got a ton of parsnips. Over 60. So we're going to drop down some fertilizer, and then we're going to plant a bunch of new seeds, which we do not have currently. So we're going to have to make a shopping trip, not to Pierre's, but to Joja Mart. Now there are different types of products you can put on our field. You can put speed grow down, which will make your crops grow a little bit faster, or fertilizer, which will actually increase the quality of the products. And then there's also a watering version that'll actually keep the soil tilled and watered so that you don't have to water it each day. But I prefer the fertilizer for the quality. Sometimes I'll use the speed grow with certain crops, but overall I like the general fertilizer. Alright, so we have watered everything. We're going to run around a little bit and check out what's going on in the valley, and then we also need to buy a ton of seeds. So we're probably going to buy around 60 seeds total. Hi, Jazz. Well, at least you're giggling at me now. That's a good sign. You're not just saying, I don't know you. Let's see if we can find some spring onions down in the lower part of the forest here. And then again, our usual route is to head to the beach and see if there's anything available there. And then we'll talk to anyone we come across, prioritizing Caroline and Marnie, because they have events that I want to activate. Ooh, we have lots of spots to dig up today. We got a book. Some seagulls. Looks like we could just grab them. We have lots of wiggly worms trying to hide from us. I suppose that's true, Elliot. That's why it's important to be mindful. Important to practice that skill, so that you're not too preoccupied to miss something important. I think I missed the seaweed the other day, but I got it now. Ooh, another request. And tomorrow is Vincent's birthday. A gold bar? Emily. We would have to buy gold ore from Clint to do that. That is not worth it. And you'll notice that most of the adult women are over there exercising on Tuesdays. But we have a lot of stuff to sell. Who knew farming could be so profitable? A little over a week and we've made almost 4,000 monies. If only that was possible in real life. Marnie's jumping rope. And she's enjoying herself. That's good. Emily's just dancing. Let's dance, I suppose. Caroline doesn't want us looking at her. And Robin is doing some steps. Well, good on you all. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. Another wiggly worms, and we got another artifact. Nice, a rusty spoon. But it's time to spend some money. 60 seeds, please. This is going to be our last major seed purchase before the next festival, where we are going to buy strawberry seeds. So we do want to try to conserve as much money as possible for the festival. But we also, of course, want to put these seeds in the ground to keep our profits coming in. So now we're up to 6 items here in the museum. We found a few more books, which includes a little bit about fishing in this fishing tale. So as you fish more and more, you will get better at it in the sense that your catch bar will actually get larger. So it makes it easier for you to keep up with the fish. And then if you take certain products, it'll actually make fishing a little bit easier as your experience goes up. And it'll make it so that the fish are easier to catch. Although certainly some of the fish are still going to be pretty tough to catch, including legendary, and then of course some of the more difficult fish too. A plain old spoon, probably 10 years old. Not very interesting, but interesting enough for Gunther. And lots of wiggly worms today. I don't know if that's just because I haven't been hoeing them up, or today was just a special spawn day. Ooh, and we got some rice shoots. That's a newer item that was added in later patches of this game. We'll be putting that down as well. That's mostly for cooking, but certainly worth growing as well. Let's drop off a bunch of this stuff, and then we got a ton of seeds to plant. Fortunately, we've already watered all of the ground. So here we go. Time to plant. Again, if only it was this easy. We don't have to use massive machinery or anything like that to get these seeds into the ground. We just drop them down. And no more worries about crows. And rice shoots we're going to put down by our little pond here, because then we don't have to water them. And then I'll use the rest of my energy to do a little bit more chopping of some trees, and then we'll call it a day. And then in my next episode, we will continue onward. We'll do our second gift for Haley. And then we will continue with our foraging, and maybe we'll get our first maple syrup that we can convert into a bee house. What was that? But as always, viewers, thank you for watching and the continued support. I really do appreciate it. We've reached farming level 3, and next time we will continue onward in the valley. So long. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please press like and leave a comment below. Please also subscribe to my channel and press the notification bell. See you next time.